friends, welcome back to my channel. So we have a really exciting video for you today. We have a shop my stash / trying to use older makeup products that I have not shown a lot of love towards recently that I just need to pull out, try again, see what my thoughts are on them. I haven't used them in a really long time, so that's what we did today. Today's video is extra special because it is in collaboration with my friend Julia Perez on here. Julia, she's amazing. If you have not checked out her YouTube channel, her Instagram, anything like that, well, I don't know what you're waiting for. Not only is she absolutely stunning, she has the most beautiful fair skin. She's got the most beautiful naturally red hair. She is beautiful. She is like one of the coolest people I feel like I've ever met. I want to be her friend in real life. Like, obviously this collaboration is a virtual collaboration because she lives in Florida and I live in Ohio, but I am really hoping that I get the chance to meet her one day because she is just awesome. Her channel is so cool because she just really focuses on what is already in her collection and not really worrying about buying the newest launch or the newest product. She's really focusing on her collection and what she loves and what she owns and not really focusing on what's new, if that makes sense. She's actually on a 6-month no buy right now, which, like, girlfriend, you're strong. I don't know if I could do a 6-month no buy. That's a really long time. But she also recently put up a huge declutter series on her channel where she just went through her whole collection and just really pared down her collection to things that she just loves. And again, she's going on this no buy. So her focus right now is just really what she already owns, what she loves, using what she loves, hitting pan on things, using things up. And I just think that's a really good mindset to have. And I feel like I need to have that mindset a little bit more than I do now. Hence why we decided to do this type of video. It's a shop my stash. So you see me going through my collection, picking products that I really have not used in a really long time and want to give another go. And then also get ready with me. So you see me applying them all to my face. Julia is just awesome. I'm so glad she decided to collaborate with me. Definitely make sure you go check out her YouTube channel and also her Instagram. She just puts up the most beautiful pictures on Instagram. She has such an eye for like angles and editing. She's just awesome. So definitely make sure you check out all her social media accounts. Like I said, I'll have them linked all down in my description box for you guys. If you're coming over from Julia's channel, hello, my name is Emily. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and deciding to hang out with me for a little bit. We have a lot of fun on this channel. We try new products. We do a ton of get ready with me. I know that's kind of like old school YouTube, but I just love get ready with me's. So we do a ton of those. We do 1 week 1 palettes. We do empties. We do a lot. We do a lot of tag videos. We have a lot of fun on this channel. I am a full-time teacher, and then this is just my hobby on the side. And I love makeup. I love makeup. I love skincare. I've been loving it for like 15 years of my life. So if you like what you see while you were watching, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and hang out with me a little bit longer. Also, I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. And other than that, if you want to see my shop my stash, get ready with me, love it on some old products that I just have not used in way too long, then let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, starting out with primers. Ooh, okay. What I want to do is reach for my Cover FX gripping primer and then my Tarte, what is this exactly? Timeless smoothing primer base, because I used to be absolutely obsessed with this combo, but that was back when I like wasn't as dry, and now I'm like really scared to do this combo and that it's gonna be just not enough moisture. But man, they're old favorites. I haven't reached for it in a really long time, so I think we are gonna go with those two. And then for foundation, I have way too many, so there's quite a few I could choose from that I haven't, worn for a while. I think, I cannot remember the last time I reached for my Smith & Colt Veiled Threat Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. That's mainly because it's way too light on me. I have the shade 120 Cool. I should have got 130, but it's too late now. So I'm going to actually use this, reach for this, but how I combat it being too light for me, I usually just mix in this Flower Beauty Heatwave Bronzing Essence. That's how I've worn it in the past, and I haven't worn this combo in a very long time. So we're going to go ahead and do that combination. And then coming over here for concealers. Let's look at the ones underneath, because those are the ones I really don't reach for. You know what? I haven't reached for my Rare Beauty one in quite a while. So yeah, let's go with the Rare Beauty one. And then for powders, oh gosh. Ooh, I cannot tell you the last time I used this Thrive Cosmetics powder. I remember not really loving it. So yeah. Oh, we're gonna give it a go today. I hope I end up liking how my makeup looks because I haven't reached for a lot of these for a very long time. So for brows, oh my gosh, another one I have not reached for in so long is this powder trio. I got this in BoxyCharm forever ago. It is definitely 1,000,000% expired, but like you could tell for a while there I was loving it. I definitely have a dip in the lighter two and then a little tiny one in the darker. Yeah, I have not reached for this brow powder in so long, and I remember loving it. I don't know why I stopped using it, and then I just used this little brush that came with it. And then we're gonna need to set it with something. I mean, I pretty much rotate through these pretty regularly, and that's new. So let's just go with my ABH Clear Brow Gel. I know I use that a lot, but it's fine, it's fine. And then for highlight, you know what? Let's go with Vanilla Quartz from Becca. Is this Vanilla Quartz? What is this one? No, that's Champagne Pop. Because I almost decluttered this in my highlighter declutter that is coming up. Yeah, you haven't seen it yet, but spoiler alert, I almost decluttered this and I decided to keep it. So we'll go with this. I haven't used that in a really long time as well. Oh, mascara. Might as well grab it while we're in here. These two are really new to me, so I guess my oldest mascara I have right now is my Marc Jacobs one. That's kind of a harder category because I try not to keep too many mascaras open at once. Oh, you know what? For a highlight, we should use my Jaclyn Nail Quad. Can I open this? I can't open it. I really do not remember the last time I used this. So I'm going to change my highlight. We're going to use the Jaclyn one instead. We're going to put Vanilla Quartz back. And then for blush, what's one I haven't used in a while? Probably my e.l.f. Always Hazy blush. Just kidding. I freaking use that all the time. Let's go with one of my Cover FX Monochromatic blush duos. Actually, the one I want to pull is, oh my goodness, I pulled it out the first time. Spice Cinnamon. I literally, can I open this? Oh, can you do it? You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You got it. Come on. I cannot tell you the last time I used this color because it is so dark and deep. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful and use it very sparingly. But we're going to use this blush duo. Alrighty, and now for bronzer. I feel like I try to rotate through my bronzers pretty regularly. But let's go with my Olimar trio, my Olimar Cosmetics bronzer trio. Because again, I cannot remember the last time I used this. So let's put that up there with the rest. Come down to setting sprays. Man, I am blowing through setting sprays. I've finished like almost 3 setting sprays, and a couple of these are really close to being done. So I feel really good about my setting spray usage, not gonna lie. Let's go with a Catrice one. Let's go with the Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I haven't used this in a while. And then coming over here for eyeshadow palettes, I know what I want to use. I want to use this Kylie Cosmetics, the Burgundy palette, because you guys, I keep telling myself I need to use this to figure out if I'm going to declutter it or not. And I just haven't used it in probably years, honestly, years. So I'm going to give this a go. And then I'm going to go ahead and wait to pick my lip color until I have like my eyeshadow, my blush, and all of that on, because I'm just way too picky when it comes to lip color to pick it now before I have the rest of it on. So I will pick that when we have our completed look. So yeah, I think this is all the older goodies that I haven't reached for in a while that we are going to use today. So like I said during the shop my stash portion, I cannot remember the last time I used this palette. It is literally, I feel like, been years. And in my most recent palette declutter, I thought about decluttering it, and then I opened it up and I saw these beautiful shades and I was like, just give it another try, Emily. Just give it another try, keep it, see how you like it, try it a couple more times. And I literally have not touched it since that declutter, and that was like 3 months ago. So I am finally going to use this guy again, and we're going to see what kind of look I can get out of. I'm a little nervous because I just don't think Kylie has that great of an eyeshadow formula that I remember. This is like my 3rd different palette I've had by her, and I feel like all of them I have not really been impressed with. I decluttered the other 2. I almost decluttered this one, but then I just saw the story and I was like, those are really pretty shades. So I kept it. We're gonna see. So we're gonna start off with this middle one right here. That's kind of like a pinky shade. I'm just gonna try to go lightly with it. So I got a little on my brush and I tapped quite a bit of the excess off. So we're just gonna see. Whoo, okay. All right, that is pigmented. Gonna buff this back and forth into our crease because I got a lot more than I was anticipating. I think the thing I'm most nervous about to try with this palette is the shimmers. They don't look that great, not gonna lie. Let me swatch them for you. I don't know, they just don't look that great, so we'll see how they apply to the eyes. Buff this back and forth, make sure it's nice and blended. It's getting a little bit patchy, but I also kind of maybe got too much. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I got too much, let me add a little bit more. Okay, with a little bit smaller brush, we're gonna mix together these two bottom shades in the corners and just like deepen the outer corner and up into the crease a little bit. They're also very powdery. You can see there's quite a bit of kick up in the pan, which, I mean, that usually doesn't bother me. ABH palettes have a lot of kick up in the pan too. As long as you tap off the brush, you should be fine. I personally don't mind like powdery eyeshadows, but I know some people don't like them, so I just wanted to mention it. All right, I mean, it's not like insanely pigmented, but it's showing up. So we're gonna do the other eye. I feel so naked without my wedding ring on. I haven't been wearing it the last couple days because that cut I told you guys about. I don't know, it's just like, it feels really weird to not have it on, to wear something every single solitary day, almost all day, every day, for like almost 2 years straight, and then you just don't wear it. It's like, it's weird. It's weird, man. Okay, this isn't really like, I don't know. It's not bad. It's just not really getting as oomphy as I would like it to. It's just not as deep and rich, I guess, as I would maybe want it to be. But I'm just gonna maybe try to build it up. We're gonna go back with that pink shade. I feel like we kind of lost it a little bit. I'm trying to decide what shimmer to put on the lid. I think I'm gonna go with this like more burgundy one. I am gonna use my NYX glitter primer because I don't know, I just don't know how poppy this is gonna be. I feel kind of bad. I feel I'm like not really having high expectations for this palette, but like I don't, so. Okay, let's put this burgundy shade on. That kind of all looks like the same color, which was maybe my fault for putting the burgundy. Let's tap a little bit of this gold on top. See what that gives me. Oh, it's bright. And it's just bronze. I feel bad. I don't know how I feel about this palette, guys. Maybe I will end up decluttering it. In the palette's defense, though, it is a couple years old. So maybe the formula just isn't as good as it used to be. But I don't think that's the case. I just don't think Kylie has the best eyeshadow formula, unfortunately. I don't really like this look. See, I think Julia has the right idea. She's been doing some declutters recently on her page, and then also she's on a 6-month no-buy. And I think her whole point behind that is to really just make sure in her collection she has things that she absolutely loves. So it doesn't really matter what she pulls for or what she, goes to use. She's gonna love how her makeup turns out. And my collection is clearly not that curated. And I probably should work on that because I don't like this look at all, and I'm not really loving this palette, and I think it's gonna get decluttered, not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to fix what's going on here. Yeah, so I think Julia has the right mindset that I think maybe I need to pare down my collection a little bit more so this doesn't happen, because I don't like this eye look at all. I'm gonna go with it because I'm using this palette, and this is the point of the video, is to use older makeup products I haven't reached for in a really long time. But I'm hoping once I have everything else done, it'll look better and it'll come together with like mascara. I might add a liner. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, we're just gonna roll with it, and we're gonna move on to the face now. Alright, so like I said, I'm a little nervous to use this primer combination just because I haven't reached for it in a while, and my face is a lot drier now than it used to be. I have gone through one complete tube of the Cover FX Gripping Primer. I used to absolutely love this primer, and it really does like grip onto your skin and makes your makeup stay on, but I don't know. I don't think it's really and it gets really tacky and sticky. I just don't think it's really the type of primer I would go for now. I definitely need something a lot more hydrating now, and this is not really playing well with my Misha sunscreen that I have on under this that I applied not long ago. It's kind of like, I don't think you're gonna be able to tell on camera, but it's like, it's not pilling, but it's just like moving the sunscreen around, which I don't know why, because I put my sunscreen on a while ago. It's not like I just applied it. But and then we're gonna go with the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base in my T-Zone. I actually still really do love this primer a lot. I just tend to pair it with more hydrating primers now. I also do not remember what sort of finish this foundation is, so this might be like a hot mess combination. I don't know. We're gonna try it out. Like I said earlier, this is the Smith & Co. Veiled Thread Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. It's just a little light for me. I don't know. We're gonna pump out a little bit onto the back of my hand. What is it, a little light? It probably honestly would match me now, but I am gonna still mix it a little bit. This looks like it's like gotten so thick. Sorry, I just like stopped mid-sentence, but this looks like it's gotten so thick. I don't remember it being this thick. We're gonna put in a little bit of this into it just to make it a little darker. So I'm just gonna mix them together on my hand. I have used this combination a lot of times in the past. I just haven't used it in a while. Hence why I picked it for this video. Okay, I think that'll be a better match for me. All right, and then let's blend this in. I don't really remember my thoughts on this foundation. I think I remember liking it. I just don't reach for it because it's not my shade. And it's just annoying to have to like mix things into it, you know what I mean? Okay, so I got this foundation all blended in. I ended up putting like 2 layers on my cheeks and stuff. It's not bad, and I actually am impressed with how good it looks on my skin right now, considering I did not use a hydrating primer underneath it. It's not looking really too dry or emphasizing my dryness kind of really anywhere but a tiny bit on my nose, but like on my forehead and stuff, it's looking pretty good. So I'm kind of impressed by that, not gonna lie, because I mean, I think it will look better with a hydrating primer underneath, but it's not looking that bad for not having one on it. It doesn't have like the best coverage, I don't think, but that's okay. I'm trying to get into like less coveragey base products anyways. I need to add concealer now because I look crazy with this eye look and these dark circles. So we're going in with the Rare Beauty concealer. I have the shade 130N. I just really have not reached for this. I don't think it's my favorite concealer if I remember correctly. We're going to try to spot conceal. If I'm remembering right, I don't think it has enough coverage for me, and I just don't think it wears super well. I think it creases kind of badly on me. But we're about to find out, I guess. Yeah, if you can see, you can just still see my like blue circles popping through. I mean, I could layer it up, but I just don't really want to. I feel like then it'll get even more creasy on me and cakey. So my base is looking kind of thick and cakey right now, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna use my Thrive Cosmetics Soft Focus HD Setting Powder. I have the shade Translucent Matte. So it usually comes with a sifter in it, like a mesh top, but I hated it, so I took it off. So now it's just kind of like chilling and just asking for me to spill it everywhere. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So I ended up purchasing this the same time I purchased their Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. I really was interested in trying the mascara really over the powder, but I had seen a couple of my friends on Instagram using this powder and liking it. So I was like, you know what, let's pick it up, let's try it out. And I don't know, I don't remember liking it, but I also don't really remember why I did. I remember not liking it, but I don't remember why, because I just haven't used it in a while. So let's see. Look at how creasy. I mean, all concealers do that to me, but I don't know, I feel like the Rare Beauty one just creases more than normal. But let's tap those out and then put this powder underneath. If I remember correctly, I think I didn't like this powder because it was a little drying on me, which like that was back then when my skin really wasn't even that dry. So now I'm like, ooh, is it gonna be extra drying today? Yeah, this isn't my favorite powder ever. It's definitely not the worst powder I've ever tried, and it's definitely not the most drying powder I've ever tried, but it is a little bit drying on my face. And also, I feel like it gave me a yellow tint. Like, I feel like my whole face now has a yellow tint to it. Not excited about that. Hopefully, once we get like bronzer, blush, and everything else on, that will subside and look a little not as noticeable, but I don't know. Right now, I feel like it looks very noticeable. But we're gonna go in with my Olimar Cosmetics Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. This is the lightest one, so it has Pale Wear, Cafe Con Leche, I think, and Rise and Grind. So I'm just gonna mix these two bronzers together. I feel like when I use this, I like it. I just don't ever remember to use it. I don't know why, because I feel like the last time I used it, I remember thinking the bronzers were very beautiful on my skin. and it blended in nicely. I mentioned earlier that Julia did a huge declutter series on her channel, and it was so fun to watch. She uploaded a new declutter video for 5 days a week for 2 weeks straight, so 10 videos, and it was so much fun. I like watching declutter videos. They're not my favorite videos on YouTube, but I definitely enjoy watching them, especially if I like the person, then I'll definitely watch their declutters, and I love Julia, so it was really fun to watch her declutters. And I feel like she was pretty cutthroat with them. With my declutters, I feel like I'm not that cutthroat. I'm like, I just like may use this, so like I'll keep it just in case. Kind of like this eyeshadow palette that now I have this eye look on that I don't enjoy, so. But yeah, she was pretty cutthroat, and I was really proud of how much she got rid of and how much she decluttered. So if you have not seen that whole little declutter series on her channel, definitely check that out as well, because it was impressive. All right, we're gonna take this Rise and Grind shade now. We're just gonna sweep it up under. I use this as I do my Essence Brighten Up powder. Just put it in my T-zone and then up under my contour to clean it up a little bit. Alrighty, now we're gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill. I don't know if this is Jaclyn Cosmetics or Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. I literally hear it pronounced differently every time someone talks about it. I feel like even Jaclyn, I think, calls it Jaclyn Cosmetics, but then the actual Instagram is Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. So I literally don't know what this brand is called, but this is her, the Flash palette. I bought this and I really just do not use it as much as I should, especially for the price. So we're going to just mix together these top two shades, which are Gleam and Iced. I like them when I use them, like they're blinding. Then they're very beautiful highlights, like the shades, the formula, all of the above. But I don't know, I just like never remember to reach for this. I think it's because it's not with the rest of my highlights, because it's bigger, it doesn't fit where I store the rest of my highlights. But like these are stunning, like blinding, beautiful. I'm glad I have this in my collection. I don't know, I don't reach for it as much as I should. All right, then for blush, we're using the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in the shade Spice Cinnamon. Why did I buy this shade? I don't know. It is so dark. I'm like kind of terrified to use it, but I think it'll match like my shirt and my eye look and all of that. I don't know, this pink shade, it turned out more pink on my eyes than I expected it to. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more burgundy, so I thought this would match it a little bit more, but it's okay. That incessant need to have my blush match my eyeshadow is coming out again. So I'm just gonna stuff it back down inside me and ignore it. I'm just gonna lightly tap, like boop, boop, and then see what happens, because I don't want this to be too dark or intense on me. Okay, that's actually pretty. I mean, obviously I went in with a very, very light hand, but it's pretty on the cheeks. I'm pleasantly surprised by this. All right, now for brows, we're going in with the Tanya Crooks, the Brow Gal. I literally got this, I don't even know how long ago I have got this brow powder. It's been so long. I got this in BoxyCharm years ago, but they're powders, so I think it's fine. What I do is I just like mix all three of them together. I go like tap, tap, tap in all three, and I just run it through my brows. I had this for a very, very long time, and I never used it because it's powder, and I just never used powder in my brows. And then when I was getting my trial run done for my makeup, which mind you was almost 2 years ago, so I've had this at least 2 years and way before that. But when I was getting my trial makeup done for my wedding, the girl used powder in my brows, and I thought it looked so good, and I was like, I need to use powder in my brows, and this was the only powder brow product that I own. So I used this like religiously every time I did my makeup for months and months and months straight. And I don't know, the past like couple months, gosh, 6-7 months, I've just really gotten out of the habit of using this. But now I'm like, why? Because that looks kind of good. What I think I like about powder brows is that it fills it in and it deepens your brows and fills it in where you need to. But because it's powder, it's still like, it's almost like just a, how do I explain this? It's almost like just a layer of color under your hair. And so your brows still look bushy because your hair is still showing, but they're filled in. Does that make any sort of sense? I think it does. Because like in here, you can still see my hair, but it's filled in and it doesn't look sparse or anything. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of ABH brow gel. I'm just gonna finish up my lower lash line, and I'm gonna mix this shade and this shade together really quickly. And then we're gonna go in and mix these two on my pinky finger and use that as my inner corner highlight. I'm getting more Gleam, that lighter shade, than the Ice shade. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Then for mascara, we're using my Marc Jacobs at Lash Mascara. Alright, I did go ahead and pick a lip color, and I just picked my Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Sugar Cookie. These are so old. These are over 2 years old. I bought them at Holiday 2 years ago, and they're probably expired, but I don't care. I love them. It came in like a set of 4. And then lastly, for setting spray, we have my Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I love this. I've used this a million times. I just can't really remember the last time I reached for it. So we're going to use this today. And that was it, you guys. That was my shop my stash / using older makeup items in my collection that I haven't reached for in a while. Julia's 6-month no buy is really inspiring me to pull out makeup that I already own. Do I love buying new makeup? Yes. Do I love trying new makeup? Yes. But I have a ton of goodies in my collection that I've had for a while that I really love, that I need to just show more love more often. So I'm really glad that I got the chance to pull out some of these old goodies and use them today. I'm not gonna lie, I like how it turned out. I do. The eye look definitely came together a little bit more once I had everything done. Thank you again to my friend Julia for collaborating with me on this video. I cannot wait to see what products you chose from your shop, your stash, and what look that you made. Like I said in my intro, I will have her video, her YouTube channel, and her Instagram all linked down below for you guys to check her out. Definitely go check her out. She's awesome. You will not be disappointed. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.